My name is Jolie Macias and I work in St. Joseph Church, and this is Rebecca Gomez and she works in Newport Public School. Because we are in contact with the Spanish population, we notice they have a lot of problems, and that's when everything starts.
In the end of 2019, we knew that these problems were going on, and a friend who's a teacher at Rogers High School called me furious. And she said one of her students came to her. He had been out of school for about a week, and he finally came in and he brought this beautiful note written in perfect English saying that he had been sick and to please excuse him. And so she said, "This is really wonderful. How did you write this letter? Who helped you? Did somebody help you write the letter?" And he goes, "Oh, this friend of ours, he's really great. He helps the Hispanic community. And he told me that I'd been out so long that I was probably gonna get reported to immigration. And he offered to write us the letter for $50. And we were floored and horrified. And we know that there are several people in the city that take advantage of the community like that, from people from their own community. They charge them exorbitant amount of money for rides to school, rides to Walmart, because they don't have access to transportation. And then in the beginning of March, we did a presentation to the Newport Partnership for Families, and a few days later, the city closed down. And our community, who are the backbone of the tourism industry and the service industry here, were completely out of work. All the restaurants, all the hotels closed, and they were locked in their homes. And they also couldn't get testing. They couldn't figure out where to go to get tested. It was very hard for them to get there. And many of them, for them to go back to work, they had to be tested regularly. So we had testing clinics.
As soon as we get the vaccine, we notice that the Hispanic population get a struggle with make an appointment, find a clinic, I don't know how to handle the internet, many things. So we talk with the National Guard, we make arrangements, and we start our first clinic with more than 400 people get vaccinated in the first one.
They wanted desperately to go back to work, but they didn't know how to access it. And even if they did know how to access it, it was very difficult. The closest testing site, which it really isn't that far, but it was in Middletown, and for that they would either have to pay somebody, $40 to get a ride out there, or figure out how to take the bus. So we knew that if we could get a testing clinic or a vaccination clinic right in the center of their community, that they would come. They're also a community that isn't used to asking for help. They're shy about it, they're embarrassed about it, or they don't know how to ask for help. And we found that they're getting better with that. And I think that a lot of that comes from the trust that we've built with them. They will call us, sometimes in the middle of the night, but usually, during the day. And we support them, but we also kind of push them into situations that might be uncomfortable for them, because it's just not something they're used to doing. In many of their countries, and in many third world countries, you keep your mouth shut and you stay under the radar. But thanks to democracy here, you don't have to do that. Our goal is to not only make the community more self-sufficient, but also make them feel a part of the city and give them a voice.